Hey, I need some advice. I pretty much am terrible at approaching women. The only times I feel like I can talk to women is if I'm at the bar and I'm sitting right next to one, or if I'm in a group, like some online group where you meet up with other people and you talk. Like that seems to be, or if I'm at work or at school, but I can't just approach people at the gym, for example. It just seems like it's too intrusive, and women don't like to be bothered at the gym. They want to work out and they get hit on by, I don't know. I feel like they don't like there was a girl today who was wearing headphones. I'm like, okay, that's a sign that she probably doesn't want to talk. She just wants to work out. But it's also more that I just don't know how to approach people unless there's like a reason for them to stay in the conversation and not feel awkward. When you're just standing, when you approach someone, they're immediately thinking like, okay, I guess the problem is like I have like objectives that I want to do, you know, like I want to get the girl's number, I want to go out, I want to, you know, I want to do stuff. And normally there's like I feel like there's a time, I don't know, man, I am tired, hungry, but basically I think the woman's also doing the same thing. She's like, when is this guy gonna finish talking, or where's this going? And when you're in a group setting, you already have the same goals. Like you're here for the group's purpose, whether that's work or anywhere else. But if you just go free balling, like talking to random people, just randomly, I think it's a terrible strategy unless you just enjoy talking to random people all the time and having to restart your relationship from zero each single time. I think it's a waste of time because I think it's a waste of time because people, like, you want, it's better to see the same people over and over again than different people all the time. It sucks because even if you have a job where you have to do that, it still sucks. You don't get to build a bond with the same people. If you get a job where you can see the same people over and over again, that's where you build bonds. And that's why groups, or at the bar where like they have to stand there for usually when they're at the bar, they're going to sit down for at least an hour or so. So there's you can justify the silence. Whereas if you approach them randomly, if you're silent just for, without mentioning it, if you're you just forget to mention that, you know, for people to be calm while just to enjoy the silence and still be together, that's normally not what happens when you, oh man, that's normally not what happens when you're with someone at the bar. At the bar, there's like, they could just sit down and just not talk to you, and then you can bring something up later. But when you're just approaching random people, as soon as you be quiet, they're gonna want to end the conversation, and it's just very counterproductive. Like, maybe in other places, like I heard Europe, people are more comfortable with silence, but not here in the US, I feel like. So they're just gonna bail on you. And the worst problem, I think the problem I have is that I just have these spirits who bother me every time I try to approach a girl. So I just quit. I quit. I'm not approaching any more women out in public, only at the bar when I'm sitting next to them, or in a group setting. That's what I've come to my conclusion, which is the only two modes that works for me.